Hello and welcome to Natasha Denona's Mini Retro Palette Part 2. This is a great little palette, good bang for the buck at $25. When I did my first impressions, that'll be a few days ago now, I'll link it below. I did a pretty look using mostly the pink shades, and it was very pretty, very wearable, very sparkly. Not sure it completely came across on camera because it's not really it's an everyday look really. And it's very pretty and subtle and feminine. But this palette is pretty versatile. So the reason I wanted to do a second version of this video is I wanted to show you what else you can do with it. And you can easily do, as you see on me today, a kind of gray, silvery look too. Again, that Natasha Denona shows on her Instagram channel that I've been watching and having a lot of fun with. So today what I did, and I'll show you, and then we're going to look at some other grays and silvers that are out there that you can recreate a similar look if you want to. But what I did today is I made use of mostly two of the shades really. 60s, which is this kind of greenish gray, and industrial, which is the really sparkly color that you see on my lids. And what I did was I went into the crease with 60s, and then I kind of used this really matte neutral color to blend it out, just using the same brush, touching it, using the exact same brush. And I went in and did that onto the crease. And then I just used my finger on the sparkly shade Industrial, the shimmer shade. And I went in with my finger and I just went over the lids and over the lids and over the lids. I went in with a super dark Linda Hallberg black liner and then a ton of mascara. Natasha Denona says that she has a reformulated black pot eyeliner that you use with a brush that she says has yet to be released, but it's newly formulated, and I'm kind of excited for that because she says you can use it in the waterline. And when I hear long lasting in the waterline, I am all in, as I'm sure most of you are too. So it was a very easy look that I did today, very quick, and a completely different look than I did in my first impression video, which I'll link below, which was just very pink and subtle. This is certainly not subtle. But even if you don't have this little palette, you can recreate this with a lot that's out there right now, including with Natasha Denona herself. If you went ahead and picked up the Love palette in February when that came out, it has a really nice kind of silvery shade called Blind, which is right here, and I will show you Blind. That's kind of a nice silvery shade right there that you could do with the Love palette. It has a bit of a twist to it, kind of goes purple and pink, duotone, and that's actually kind of fun and goes with the Love palette. That's a really nice silver. Did you happen to get the Charlotte Tilbury Starry Eyes to Hypnotize? Because the Seduce Glow section over here, let me flip this upside down so I don't blind you. The Seduce Glow section over here has some really, really good gray, black. Oh wow, look at the black, which I will also do for you. So it's a silvery gray and a black. That's beautiful. And the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette, I think, might be limited edition. I'm not certain, but I checked. It is still available. And, you know, really with this, you get so many other colors too. And some of these kind of favorite Charlotte kind of daily transition-y rosy colors. But also the silver's in there. Victoria Beckham Tuxedo palette. Now this doesn't have the shimmers. You would use her little pots that go with it that shimmer. But I mean, look at this. What a great gray and a great black. Not shimmery, but really, really useful. And that gray almost comes off as a shimmer shade. It really almost does. Viseart. I've been talking a lot about the Chou Chou palette, and in my pinks video, which I will also link below, I highlighted the pinks in the Chou Chou. But we didn't really ever talk about this amazing, amazing silver in the Chou Chou palette. Look at this. I mean, I mentioned it, but look at that. You can see that from outer space. That's even brighter than the one I'm wearing today. And that's in the Viseart Chou Chou, which is otherwise a pink palette. But don't be fooled, it's got it in there. And what gray and silver video would be complete without Pat McGrath Mothership IV Decadence? Has a shade called Sterling, which I'll do with my thumb here for you. That is kind of a white silver, a really kind of exciting white silver. You really can't beat Pat McGrath. Look at that. Look at that. So you can take all of these shades and do what I did here today, which is basically just a matte gray in the crease and a bold, bold, sparkling tinfoil aluminum silver on the lid. And a lot of black liner and black mascara. It is simple, simple to do, very, very quick, very glamorous. You know, obviously a nighttime look, but I think it reads better on the camera. Yesterday, when I filmed my first impressions of the new Natasha Denona palette, like I said, I did it so subtly that I'm not even sure it did it justice. But it is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I even used, again today, the Mini Bloom Cheek palette. I got some comments in my first Natasha Denona video of folks saying they aren't necessarily thinking of getting, they have the bigger Bloom palette from Natasha Denona and they don't think the Mini Bloom therefore is worth their money. I can see that, but today I did my blush off camera and I found myself reaching for it. I grabbed it. It's little, it's fun, it's quick. I put it on, one brush, bam, ready to go. It felt really, it just felt really quick and easy. I love Natasha Denona's Bloom palette, but I sometimes, you know, it's a palette. So it takes some thought. So I actually kind of now am for buying the smaller Bloom blusher because you just grab it and put it on, bing, bing, bum, done. And it's kind of highlights too. So I really, really, really like it, actually. I'm finding the more I think about it, the more I'm in favor of going ahead and picking it up. It's inexpensive too. So those are two looks, my first impression and this more silver look. Tell me what you think. Are you going to go ahead and pick this up? Some of my subscribers in Europe haven't gotten a chance to buy it yet. My American subscribers have. Tell me what you guys think, please, of the palette and of my second look if you like it better, or how you feel about it. Tell me below. Please subscribe. Thank you for all your kind comments and thumbs up. Click the subscribe button, click the bell button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.